Well, I think I just about got this thing whipped as far as how to do it. I've got the wing drying now, the black paint, and we'll probably end up laying that up tomorrow. Got this, the clay. We're gonna lay out the fuselage tonight, and how this is going to be gone together. This is going to be the pan, and then the top with the wing and the the stabilizer being the bottom, will bolt together like that. Now the bottom of the fuselage will be made out of the EPON 862 because it's going to be a fuel tank, the pan, and the top will be made out of HTR 250. And I ended up talking to Dan today, and I asked him, "Do you think this thing hold together if it cartwheels?" Because I've seen these things cartwheel on the landings numerous times. And he said, "No problem. Should be bulletproof." All right. So let's lay some center lines. We need to draw out that fuselage as well. Let's see here. Got to stop at the store, the hobby shop, and get some basswood. They're going to have two basswood stringers in it that the motor mount is going to 3-inch, so 1.5 inches. It's going to glue to, and of course you got to have something to screw into. Yo! This project has been more than I figured it was going to be, but that's okay. That catastrophe was setting me back a week. But I was assured by Dan that even the pro shops have mistakes. Okay. I guess we could do the center line on the other one too. This is the bottom. This is the top. But this is going to take some time to do too. Now I may, instead of casting this part, I may do a fiberglass layup mold because it'd be cheaper. But I still need to make that plug, so that's what we're going to do now. Make this plug. Too much shit on the bench. I never have any tape. I got rolls and rolls of it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm going to tell you the truth. These other shows that are out there, they only show you the successes, but there's lots of failures along the way. This is a learning curve for me. I don't know what I'm doing. But I bet it'll be all right because I have the desire to finish it. Now, if I had a copy machine, I could just copy this onto it. But I don't. So this is what I got. You dog. Okay. I see that it wants to be a pain in the ass. So let's do a sign painter's trick. I go over to my sign box and get some charcoal. Give me a second. I'm gonna get some charcoal out of the box if I can find it. Don't know where it is. Brushes. where the fuck it is. Come on. I don't know where it's at. Shit. Fucking bullshit. Well, I guess we're not going to do that. I'm sorry, I can't find it. I hate these live streams. So pain in the ass. This drawer here. Nope. Nope. Ah, I got a piece of chalk. Not where it's supposed to be. Okay. Charcoal. Okay. Play these stupid games, win stupid prizes. Yay. My hands look dirty, but it's all black paint from the wing. I'll show that to you as soon as I get this drawn up and get it transferred over to the to the foam. Let's see, we're going to use the smallest of the two, 1.5 inches. So that's going to be 3/4 on each side of that center line. So we got one. Okay, can't even see that ruler. I don't understand why they can't make a ruler you can read. There we go. 1/2, 3/4. 1/2, 3/4. Not real accurate, but I don't have a French curve that big. It don't matter. We'll sand it down. Okay, I think I'm going to turn it over, cut it out, and glue it on. That way they're the same. Where you at? I got it. Okay, what's up? What's it look like? Same thing I'm always doing. Well, I hear them shooting machine guns out there. Little low tack temporary adhesive for fabric. This came from Joanne Fabrics. I think they're going out of business. Now it's just a matter of cutting that out, shaping it up. If you want to wait for a second while I rough it in, I'll be here. I'm not going to move the camera because it's too much of a pain in the ass. So give me a minute to whip this out on the bandsaw. Okay, I got one plane cut. Now I need to cut the other plane. So now make sure you save them things. We're going to tape them back together. And we're going to cut the shape on the bottom. And it's just a matter of rounding it up. No big deal. Sanding it round. So I need to go through the rigmarole of shaping this, sanding it to shape top and bottom. I'm going to do top and bottom at the same time before I start molding. Then I need to fiberglass this piece and sand it and get it finished to look like my wing. After talking to Dan today, this is the correct way to go. But I got that get that fuselage sanded up to look like this wing. And then we can mold this. I've got to sand these pieces and recess them into that board. This is the elevator stabilizer. There's a lot of work to do. So basically, if you're going to do this, you're going to make one airplane. You're going to have to build two. Got to build the first one for the mold, and the second one is the airplane. But I'm doing it as R&D. Right here, bottom of that line right there. Shit, I'm going to have to cut another piece of paper. I have to cut another piece. How many of you guys out there fly this event? Anybody? I probably will not fly this airplane. I'll get Montegino to fly it, or Matheson, or whoever's John Mall, whoever I can figure out to fly the darn thing. Okay, I see how that's going to split open. Going to sit right on the datum. I don't like that. I don't like that. Get a pen. Let's see if. Up. If I get this line wrong, then the whole airplane flies goofy. There it is. There it is. Yay. There, of course. This is good. Okay, give me a minute and I'll cut this and then we'll start sanding. Be right back. Now, there is one nice thing. This is a solid piece. I don't have to do two halves, a parting board, and all that other nonsense. There it is. There's our first piece of our fuselage, the pan. Of course, I gotta shape it. That ain't no big deal. Then I gotta make a top half. So bottom half, top half, couple of 3 screws to hold it together. Bell crank in the wing, push rod inside the fuselage. I don't foresee this being a problem at all. Just getting this mold to cooperate. There's the mold. We'll get it clayed up, and I'll probably get it poured later this evening, maybe. I am going to use the surface coat because Dan said that if I'd used the surface coat, it probably wouldn't have sunk. So we got 2 things going for us here. I got the styrofoam backer on the parting board, and so it can't sink down. I'm going to clay that in there, put some clay in this right here so it will stick down in there, and then clay around it, and PVA, and then the surface coat to help glue it in there, and then pour that gray shit in there, and hopefully we get through this. I'd like to make a wing tomorrow. That would be nice. At least by Monday. I should have, and by then I should have all these parts shaped up to start making the other mold. Now I got some more of this whiteboard, and this here just sits on the whiteboard like that, And remember, this is not part of the airplane. This is just the mold to make the skin. And it's relatively light, but I think our carbon parts are even going to be lighter. Any questions? What I'm doing? Remember, this is a learning experience for me too. I got no clue what I'm doing. So don't take it on expert advice yet. We'll know when it works. I got a feeling it'll be fine. I got a feeling it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Wish I'd ordered that HAC when I talked to Margaret last week. She just ordered another gallon. Well, I think that's going to do it for this evening. I think I've put out enough bogus information. The rudder, the elevator, and stabilizer will all be molded on one. I got to make another board like this, which I got cut right here somewhere. Yep. This will be on one mold here along with the rudder. We'll do that all at the same time. So it's coming. Best I can do. Well, if there are no questions, like, subscribe, and share. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably be on during the day tomorrow. I don't have any errands to run tomorrow. I had lots of errands to do today. All right. Like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.